12 Principles from Think and Grow Rich. They say books never die. Well, this book literally implies that. It's a guide to success, financial freedom, and even life. Napoleon Hill, the writer, is an American author. Very young, he embraced the career of a writer and journalist at the age of 13. His most famous masterpiece is Think and Grow Rich, which is one of the best self-help books published since 1937 and continues to enjoy phenomenal success to this day. With over 60 million copies sold worldwide, this book is a source of inspiration for many millionaires now and in the future for sure. I hope you'll be one of them. Well, if you want to, maybe these 12 principles from the book will be of great help. So let us know if you read the book in the comments below. Hit the like button, sub button, bell button. Now let's get to it. Number 1, desire your goals, not just want them. Napoleon Hill tells the story of Edwin C. Barnes, a man who was eager to meet and work with Thomas A. Edison. Only Barnes didn't know Thomas Edison, and he didn't have enough money to get to the Edison office either. These obstacles could have stopped anybody, but not Barnes, who wanted to work with Edison. So he took a freight train and managed to get an interview. Barnes was a very ordinary boy. Despite this, Edison felt his desire to work with him was really strong, so he hired him as a simple employee. It didn't take Barnes' specific desire to become Edison's partner and not his employee. After several years, Barnes still had his goal in mind and an opportunity presented itself. Edison had just invented a new machine that none of his salespeople could sell. Barnes seized the opportunity and sold this Ediphone for over 30 years. He pocketed millions of dollars. It was around this time that the slogan "invented by Edison and installed by Barnes" appeared. Thanks to his fixed idea to become Edison's partner, a normal man succeeded in making a fortune. What did he have more than others? He knew what he wanted and was ready to persevere until he reached his goal. When Barnes got off the freight train to meet Thomas Edison, he might have been mistaken for a wanderer, but his thoughts were those of a king. During the whole trip, he visualized himself working as a partner with Edison. This desire was not hope or a wish, it was a burning desire. To everyone, Barnes was just one more cog in Edison's business, but in his own mind, he had been a partner with Edison from the first day he entered his business. Napoleon Hill says that the desire is the starting point of all achievement. Anyone who is successful at what they do must be willing to burn their ships and cut all possibilities for retirement. Only then one can be sure of maintaining that mindset known as a burning desire for success, which is essential to success. Number 2, have faith. By definition, faith is visualization and belief in fulfillment of desire. She's the chief mind engineer. When faith is mixed with vibration of thought, the subconscious instantly picks up the vibration, translated into spiritual equivalent, and transmits into infinite intelligence, as in the case of prayer. Take your own case as an example. Why are you watching this video? Because you want to know how to turn your desire into its physical equivalent, which is money. 3. Use autosuggestion in your favor. Autosuggestion is seen as the way to influence the subconscious. Autosuggestion is the controlling organ by which an individual can voluntarily nourish their subconscious mind with the thoughts of creative nature or through negligence. Allow the thoughts of destructive nature to find their way into the rich garden of the mind. 4. Study your craft. There are 2 kinds of culture: general culture and specialization. General knowledge is of little use in a race for money. Studying for a long time doesn't help you get rich, and most teachers are poor. The main flaw in the education system is the inability of schools to teach students about the organization and use of knowledge. Henry Ford, in libel trial, had the answer to a number of general knowledge questions designed to prove what he was uneducated about. What Henry Ford replied unsettled them. I work with people who are all capable of answering your questions. I only need to press a button. They will come and answer them. So why should I try to get all the questions answered when I work with men who are there to help me with my failure? The lawyers didn't know what to say, and everybody agreed that Ford's words were those of an educated man. Before you can transform your desire into its monetary equivalent, you must first specialize in a specific field. Knowledge of the service, commodity of the profession that you intend to offer in return for a fortune is essential. Before you can assure your ability to transform desire into its monetary equivalent, you will need to specialize knowledge of the service, product, or profession you intend to offer in exchange for your fortune. 5. Imagination is power. Use it. Imagination is the workshop where all man's plans are developed, desired, shaped, sculpted, fueled by imaginative faculties of the mind. It is thanks to the imagination that the man has conquered the sky, determined the distance from the sun, traveled faster than sound. Napoleon Hill defines 2 types of imagination. Synthetic imagination. It doesn't create anything. It consists of disguise, old concepts, old ideas, old plans. This form of imagination is based off of experience, instruction, and observation. And then 2, the creative imagination. Thanks to it, the mind knows no bounds. It creates new ideas. It works through a longing of the subconscious. 6, plan and organize. Everything we create or acquire begins with desire. In the workshop of the imagination, where plans are created and organized, desire begins a journey from the abstract to the concrete. Developing one or more defined practical plans to achieve this transformation is a very important phase. Here's how to make plans. Bring together all the people who will be necessary for the success of your plan. Decide what perks and benefits you can offer to a number of different members in your party in return for their cooperation. Schedule meetings with the members of your group at least twice a week until your plan is complete. And finally, be in perfect harmony with each member of your group. Organized planning facilities the crystallization of desires into action. Every plan you adopt, attempting to accumulate wealth, should be the joint creation of yourself and all other members for your mastermind group. You can create your own plan, either in whole or part, but make sure these plans are verified and approved by the members of your mastermind group. 7. Make a decision now. Procrastination is a disease that eats and steals our precious time if we allow it. We must reach the stage of mastering procrastination. Analysis of several hundred people with fortunes well in excess of $1 million revealed that each of them used to make decisions quickly and change them slowly, if and when they were changed. 8. Never give up. Literally, never. Each of us has gotten to a tipping point, which is the moment when he'll hit his jackpot. Unfortunately, we're impatient and tend to stop before the reaching point. Well, who knows? We might have been so close. We tend to give up too early, which is very bad in the short and long term. Sustained effort is needed to induce faith. The basis of tenacity is willpower. 9. Brain strength. The brain is considered to be the director of the driving force. Try to analyze the journey of any person who has accumulated great fortune and of those who have accumulated modest fortune, and you will find that they have consciously or unconsciously used the principle of the mastermind, which enabled them to conquer their goals in their mind way before in reality. 10. The mystery of sexual transmutation. The desire of sexual contact is so strong and so pressing. In doing so, men are prepared to risk their lives and their reputations just to satisfy this need. When the sexual energy is harnessed and redirected in another direction, it retains all of its attributes, its eagerness, imagination, courage, etc., which can be used as a powerful creative force in nature, art, or any other profession or vocation, including, of course, the accumulation of wealth. The most successful people have been proven to be those who have very strong desire for sex but are able to control it. On the contrary, people who fail to catalyze this energy will always fail in life. It is for this reason that success does not come at 20, with rare exceptions, but later when the man finally manages to master his sexual energy. The brain is in fact the center of the diffusion of the reception of thought. Diffusing your mind is a relatively straightforward procedure. You only have 3 principles to consider and apply when using your station: the subconscious mind, creative imagination, and autosuggestion. The stimuli which will have you apply these principles have been described. The procedure begins with desire. 11. Learn about your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the connecting link. It consists of a field of consciousness in which every thought, impulses that reach the objective mind through one of 5 senses is classified and recorded. A form from which thoughts can be recalled, withdrawn, or filed. 12. Follow your gut. Listen to what the senses are telling you. Listen to your conscience. The sixth sense is the door to the temple of wisdom. The sixth sense defines description. It cannot be described as a person who has not mastered the other tenets of this book's philosophy. For such a person has no knowledge and no experience with which the sixth sense can be compared. Here's a statement that we don't hear enough. Read a lot. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I hope you learned a thing or two about this course and enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more content from this, hit the like button, sub button, bell button if you're new to the family, and I'll see you